In the intricate fabric of existence, a marriage represents a beautiful thread, delicately connecting two souls and crafting a narrative that resonates across time. Today, we embark on a journey to unravel the mysterious tapestry of ancient Egyptian weddings. Brace yourselves as we delve into ceremonies that transcend the commonplace, featuring the participation of deities, the use of protective amulets, and processions rivaling the splendor of a pharaoh's march. Join us on this voyage through time as we explore the extraordinary and captivating realm of wedding rituals in a land where the sands hold echoes of untold stories. The wedding pairs, the heart of ancient Egyptian society, where love was often a carefully orchestrated dance. In the realm of the pharaohs, marriages weren't left to chance. They were meticulously arranged affairs, choreographed by the families involved. Imagine a world where societal expectations weighed heavily on the choice of life partners. Arranged marriages were the norm, seen as a union not just between two individuals, but as a bond woven into the fabric of the entire community. Families played matchmakers, seeking alliances that went beyond personal affections. It was a delicate balance of social status, wealth, and family connections. Marriages weren't just about uniting hearts. They were about uniting kingdoms, securing alliances, and ensuring the prosperity of generations to come. Enter the realm of dowries, negotiations, and marriage contracts, where the union of two souls was often accompanied by a financial transaction. The dowry, a tangible expression of commitment from the bride's family, could include anything from precious metals to fertile lands. But it wasn't merely a transaction. Marriage contracts etched on papyrus outlined the terms of the union, creating a binding agreement that safeguarded the interests of both families. It was a legal dance as intricate as the hieroglyphs on the temple walls. In ancient Egypt, love was intertwined with duty, and marriages were the threads weaving the societal fabric. Preparation and adornment of the ancient Egyptian bride. In a world where beauty was revered and symbolism held profound meaning, the preparation of an Egyptian bride was nothing short of a captivating ritual. Just imagine a bride, adorned not only in silk and jewels, but also in intricate henna tattoos. Henna, a symbol of fertility and good fortune, graced the hands and feet of the bride, weaving a tale of blessings and wishes for a fruitful union. Cosmetics played a pivotal role in the bride's preparation. Kohl-lined eyes, rouge-kissed cheeks, each stroke was a tribute to the gods, an embellishment of divine beauty. Fragrances extracted from exotic flowers and oils enveloped the bride, creating an aura of allure and mystique. The bride's gown wasn't a simple garment. It was a canvas on which traditions and symbols were painted. A white sheath dress, symbolizing purity and rebirth, adorned the bride, transforming her into a living embodiment of ancient symbolism. But what's a bride without her accessories? Crowned with the significance of a queen, the bride often wore a headdress adorned with beads, gems, and sometimes symbolic feathers. Amulets, believed to bring protection and blessings, dangled gracefully from her neck, completing the ensemble. In the flickering light of ancient torches, the bride emerged, a vision of grace and symbolism. The groom's dressing. In ancient Egypt, the groom's role was not just about showing up. It was about embodying symbols and traditions that transcended time. A groom standing tall and resolute, draped in a garment that goes beyond mere fabric. The kilt, a signature piece of ancient Egyptian attire, was more than just clothing. It was a statement. Simple in design yet rich in symbolism, it spoke of tradition, status, and the essence of the Egyptian spirit. But the attire didn't end with the kilt. The groom's ensemble was adorned with accessories that carried layers of meaning. Elaborate collars, often made of beads and precious stones, encircled his neck, symbolizing protection and status. A headdress, sometimes featuring symbolic animal motifs, crowned him with significance. Let's peel back the layers of symbolism. The color choices weren't arbitrary. Each hue held meaning. Earthy tones like browns and reds symbolized the fertile soil of the Nile, connecting the groom to the life-giving forces of the land. Patterns and designs on the clothing weren't just for aesthetics. They conveyed stories of gods, myths, and the cosmic order. As the groom stood at the threshold of a new chapter, his attire spoke volumes about his role in the intricate dance of life and love. The sacred venue. Now that our bride and groom are adorned in the splendors of tradition, let's turn our gaze toward the venues that bore witness to the union of hearts, the temples of ancient Egypt. Choosing the right temple wasn't a mere logistical decision. It was a profound choice steeped in spiritual significance. Temples, those colossal structures that touched the heavens, became the sanctuaries where vows were exchanged and destinies entwined. Each temple had its unique aura, its connection to the divine, the grandeur of Karnak, the mystique of Luxor. These were not just architectural marvels, they were portals to the realms, where the earthly and divine converged. The ceremony itself was a sacred dance, guided by the hands of priestly figures. These revered individuals, clad in ceremonial attire, were more than priests. They were a link between the mortal and the divine. Now, let's talk about the guest list, the gods and goddesses. Invoking divine blessings was an integral part of the ceremony. Hathor, the goddess of love and music, and Thoth, the wise scribe of the gods, often graced these unions with their divine presence. The couple stood beneath the towering pillars while the sacred vows echoed through the hallowed halls, seeking the approval of the gods. Rituals and symbolism. The exchange of vows in these hallowed halls was not just a ceremony, it was a dance that echoed through the corridors of time. The priests, with their robes adorned in symbols of wisdom, stood before the couple. These venerable figures weren't just witnesses, they were representatives of the divine, overseeing a ritual that connected the mortal realm to the celestial. Marriages are incomplete without the rings, but they were not the glittering bands we're familiar with today. Rings were exchanged as tangible expressions of the marriage contract, a bond sealed in the presence of gods and the community. But that wasn't all. Water, the essence of life, played a symbolic role in the ceremony. The couple exchanged water jugs, a gesture representing the mingling of their lives and the promise to nourish each other like the fertile banks of the Nile. And then there were ankhs, the ancient Egyptian symbol of life. The couple exchanged these symbols, pledging not just to share their mortal existence, but to intertwine their spirits in an eternal life. The grand ceremony. It's time for the grand procession, a celebration that echoes through the ancient streets, a symphony of music, dance, and jubilation. Imagine the rhythmic beats of drums and the haunting melodies of flutes resonating through the air. In ancient Egypt, music wasn't just a form of entertainment, it was a language that spoke to the soul. Instruments like the sistrum, a rattle, and the harp, with its ethereal tunes, accompanied the joyous procession. The streets came alive with the mesmerizing movements of dancers and shouts of happiness. The traditional dances, with their symbolic gestures and graceful postures, were not just entertainment, but a visual expression of the jubilation that filled the hearts of the celebrants. The procession itself was a spectacle, a grand march from the homes of the newlyweds to the temple or the groom's house. Imagine a river of people, adorned in vibrant attire, carrying symbols of prosperity and fertility. It was a parade that rivaled the grandeur of a pharaoh's procession. Along the way, offerings were made to the gods, seeking their continued blessings on this union. The procession wasn't just a joyful march, it was a pilgrimage, a communal affirmation of support for the newlyweds' journey into the future. Protective charms. Next are the silent guardians that accompany the bride and groom, the protective charms and amulets that adorn them, like shields, believed to secure blessings and safeguard their union. The attire of the bride was not just a display of beauty, but a canvas of protection. Adorning her neck and wrists were amulets, tiny treasures believed to carry the power of the gods. These weren't mere trinkets, they were shields against the unknown, guardians of marital bliss. Amulets weren't randomly placed, each had its purpose. The Ujjat eye, a symbol of protection, adorned the bride's attire, watching over her like a vigilant guardian. Scarabs, symbolic of rebirth and transformation, were nestled among her jewels, signifying the eternal nature of love. The belief in the power of these charms went beyond mere superstition. Egyptians held a profound conviction that these amulets could ward off evil spirits, bringing not just protection but also the divine blessings necessary for a harmonious and fruitful marriage. And it wasn't just the bride who wore these protective talismans. The groom, too, bore symbols of guardianship. The exchange of amulets between the couple was a symbolic gesture, a mutual pledge to protect and cherish each other as they embarked on their shared journey. As the procession continued, the couple was enveloped in a cloak of divine protection, their amulets whispering promises of love and safety. The wedding feast. This grand feast not only satisfied hunger, but became a culinary symphony of joy and abundance. The tables were set, adorned with the bounty of the Nile. It was a feast where each dish was a nod to the fertile lands that defined this ancient civilization. Traditional Egyptian dishes graced the banquet, a culinary celebration that mirrored the richness of the culture. Staple foods like bread, grains, and vegetables took center stage, reflecting the agricultural abundance of the Nile Delta. Fish, a symbol of fertility, and fowl from the marshes made appearances, showcasing a menu deeply rooted in the natural blessings of the region. But it wasn't just about sustenance. The feast was a communal experience, a time for joyous connections and shared laughter. The importance of the feast went beyond the flavors. It was a celebration of unity, a moment where the community came together to bless the newlyweds. The pouring of liquids symbolized the sharing of life's essence, a ritual that transcended the physical act of eating and drinking. As the banquet unfolded, the air resonated with the clinking of goblets and the murmur of joyous conversations. This grand feast marked the end of the ceremony. From the meticulous arrangements to the symbolic adornments, these rituals painted a vivid picture of the ancient Egyptian society that was deeply connected to tradition, symbolism, and the divine. The echoes of these ceremonies can still be heard in modern wedding traditions. The exchange of rings, the importance of processions, and even the use of symbols like ankhs have left an indelible mark on how we celebrate love today. Ancient Egypt, with its mystical allure, continues to influence the way we perceive and celebrate weddings. The allure of Egypt's mystique has transcended centuries, weaving itself into the very fabric of celebrations. Hope you enjoyed this time travel journey through ancient Egyptian weddings. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future episodes. Keep quacking with us to uncover the most incredible stories from the past, and we can't wait to share them with you.